Hello, everyone. This is Linda McLeod from Health Habits for Life. I'm a certified health and lifestyle coach, and I'm also the author of Loving Healthy Living. And today I have the pleasure to have Lucy Woods, who is also a certified health coach and living in Coquitlam, British Columbia, with me today to just share a little bit about her story that is in Loving Healthy Living, which is a 30 stories of how individuals who have suffered from a range of chronic illness and have transformed their lives through using food as medicine. So hello, Lucy. Thank you for being here today. How are you today?
Hello, Linda. Thank you so much for inviting me today. I'm doing fabulous. Thanks for asking.
Awesome. So Lucy, tell me, what was the reason that you decided to contribute your story into our book of Loving Healthy Living?
But first, when you approached me about the book, I thought that was a great idea because a book with multiple life stories can change the world. Number one, it empowers people to, when people read it, you feel empowered. Number two, it educates. Number three, it's, I really thought, I said, you know what, those life changing stories will really change the world. So I said, why not? And I had a story too. So
tell us a little bit about your story, not the whole thing, because we want people to be interested to read the rest of your story. So what was the major issues that maybe hit your life that you needed to make some changes around?
The number one, my parents had, my dad passed from leukemia. My mom had blood vessel issues for many, many years, as well as 3 strokes and a breast cancer. My daughter had candida. Both of my daughters, by the way, had candida, and myself, I had low thyroid issues. So, when it started to hit my family, I started to think about, okay, what's happening and why is it happening? And I started to educate myself and want to understand why and do things differently and learn and really for me, it was all about the awareness of what create diseases and what can we do about it other than following our physician and go on medication, because that's how they're trained. They're trained to offer medication. So I was looking for more natural ways to help myself and my children, because my parents have been really, really sick, and they've been following everything the doctor said, and they did not survive from this, unfortunately. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying there's maybe other ways, and I was interested to discover other ways. So
thank you so much for sharing. It certainly does bring us to more of a heightened awareness and paying more attention when our family around us suffers and there doesn't seem to be a solution. Yet when we go searching for solutions, they are out there if we're really interested in getting healthier. So tell me, what have you changed in your life? Are there new habits that you have taken on, or what would you say you've done that has made a difference for you?
I started that research about 5 years ago, and just before I was diagnosed with thyroid issues. And so I started to look at nutrition. I started to look at emotions. I started to look at fitness, and when you combine everything together, I changed, how I eat, what I eat. I started to educate myself on cleansing and detox. I educated myself on I do daily meditation. I've been doing daily meditation for about 3 years. I changed a lot of things, and I also cleared up any emotional blocks that could hold me back into having an optimal well-being. So lots of changes in the last 2 years.
So those changes have really impacted your life and turned your health around. And would you say that you are feeling more confident about your journey now in staying healthy and not following the same kind of path that your parents were on?
I feel completely free. I'm almost free from 100% of. I'm about 15 to 20% pain in my body only, so I'm almost 100% free. And I'm very confident that by continuing with these changes in my life, I won't end up the same way they did, because that's what my daughter was afraid. Was afraid that I would have diabetes and heart attack and stroke and cancer. And he asked me the question every time I meet him, and I understood why. So, he agreed with me. Making changes would be beneficial for me.
That's fabulous. So when you think about the nutrition, the food aspect of your journey and how you've made changes, what would you say is the biggest change you've made around your nutrition?
I cut out refined sugar. That's one of the big one. Gluten. I'm not allergic or very sensitive to gluten, but I feel good when I don't have it. What else? The sugar, the gluten. I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. Always did. I eat more meals in a day. A lot of plant-based protein meals as well. I realize that my body likes it better than meat. It's I pay attention to my body now, so what it tells me to do.
Isn't that a big step, is when you do pay attention to how, eating food is one thing, but really how our bodies respond to that food, whether we have digestive issues, whether we feel tired after we eat particular meals, and really just paying attention to how our body responds to that food, and particularly having our bodies absorb that food, absorb that nutrition. And with fruits and vegetables, there's so many antioxidants that really help to improve our cellular life, our immune system, and there's just so many benefits that we can get from certainly eating healthy. So from your perspective now, and just share a little bit about maybe your coaching practice and the kind of work that you do in helping people as a health coach.
I do. My health coaching business focuses on mind and body. So I want to make sure that people feed their body, their cells in their body, in two different ways. Number one, with the nutrition. So I believe good nutrition will provide the cells in your body what it needs. And the number two, it's the thought and the emotions that we have around food and around our self-image, self-esteem, self-acceptance. And those thoughts or emotions are a contributor to either help the cells or intoxicate the cells. It's either or. So if we have good thoughts and good emotions in our life, and we practice those on a regular basis, we're feeding our cells properly. If we provide the best nutrition we can to our cells, it's the same thing. So those two approaches are, in my opinion, the best approaches that we can do, like looking at what helps our cells to digest better, what helps our cells to feel better, to have a body that we're proud of, to have the energy that we need, So it's all related together. That's why I work mind and body.
And when we do that, it really increases our self-confidence when we're more aware of so many things that affect us. And those are just some great recommendations and great thoughts to pass on. So if there was some words of advice in order to help our listeners to pay more attention and get more on track with where their health and their life is, do you have some advice or words of wisdom that you'd like to leave with our listeners today?
First of all is, nutrition is, I feel it's one of the best and the easiest way to start to make a change in your life, right? So in our life. So looking at what we eat and pay attention to what the body tells us, because the body become aware of what our body tells us, number one, and become aware of the thoughts that comes when we start to eat something or wanted to grab something, and really like having that awareness first. I would say that's number one. And taking care of ourselves first, because if we are not here today, you know, we're not here to take care of our children. If we have disease, like my parents, well, obviously they're older, but we see people in their foot. I met one of my friends was 45-year-old and he passed from a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, he was not totally healthy, and he's not there anymore for his 3 children and his wife. When you think about it, so if we're not here taking care of ourselves first, we cannot be there for our children or the people we love in our life. And we need to take care of ourselves first. That's number one.
Yes, you're absolutely right. It's self-care first and paying attention to what works for us, what empowers us, what builds our confidence and gives us energy to look after everyone else and contribute to everyone's life. So I just want to thank you for the amazing stories that you've shared. And once again, I want to bring your attention to the book, Loving Healthy Living. Lucy's story, Lucy Wood's story, is in the book, and you can read the book. Purchase the book through Amazon on inspirehealthychoices.com. And if you wanted to reach Lucy, her contact information is in the book. And you can also reach me at linda@healthhabitsforlife.com, and that's the number 4. Once again, I want to thank you for being here, Lucy, and for our listeners, thank you for just being here and being part of our journey to share our mission and our passion for helping people to live healthy lives. Blessings to all, and thanks again, Lucy.
Thank you.
For now.